in Summerfield, Florida, near the Villages, and welcome to this week's YouTube Live. If you're new here, I go live every Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. I'd love for you to join us. Invite your crafty friends to join us as well. As you join, please say hello, as Karen is already doing. Welcome, Karen from Ashland, Oregon. Let us know where you're watching from. What have you been up to over the weekend? And even if you're watching the replay, please leave a comment and let me know how you're enjoying this project. Let's see, Lori's on from Minnesota. Welcome, Lori. So it is Monday, May 26, 2025. It is Memorial Day here in the US. So for those of you that are celebrating, happy Memorial Day. I hope you guys have some great things planned, whether it's a cookout or some way to relax and gather with friends. I hope you have something great planned today. Hi, Mom. Hi, Regina from Virginia. Thanks for joining us. I think we're going, my husband was just saying we might be going to my in-laws' lake house and having dinner with them. So we might be going over there and grilling out. Well, Mom, happy Memorial Day. I understand it is a somber reason why we celebrate. We celebrate to remember those that served and lost their lives protecting our freedom. So we want to thank those servicemen and women who have made the ultimate sacrifice. But for the rest of us that are able to enjoy it, it is a nice day to relax and remember the reason that we celebrate this holiday. So don't forget. Many of you may know I was in the Air Force. My husband and I are proud Air Force veterans. My husband served for 20 years and retired. I did about 10 and a half, and then I was discharged. I just decided, it was time to move on, do something different. So I decided to leave, and my husband was about to retire soon after I got out of the Air Force anyway. So I didn't want to have to move around and keep moving my family around. It was time to just kind of get out and live where we want to live. Time to do crafty things. That's right, Mom. So, but yes, so please take some time and remember the reason that we celebrate today. So there are many, many, many reasons to be thankful today. So, all right, so let's see what happened. My son is officially done with 8th grade with middle school. I can't believe it. They had their last day on Friday. So he's going to be in high school in August. So I did announce that I am going to be having some reduced summer hours to kind of take a little break and just spend some time with my son while he's home for the summer. Oh, Ida, thank you so much. I appreciate that. She thanked me for my service. I do appreciate that. That's very sweet. So now through August 1st, I will have reduced hours. I'll still be here on Mondays live. I do have some vacations planned and things like that, and I will announce them as they come up. But now through August 1st, I'll have a little bit of a reduced schedule, but I will still have lots of fun things planned for you, so don't worry about that. Make sure to sign up for my email list if you haven't already, because my email list members get a little sneak peek into what's happening before anybody else does. So if you haven't done that, you just go to stampcampwithjen.com. A little pop-up will come up. There's also at the top at the menu bar place where you can sign up for my email list as well. But I'd love for you to join us. I send out a weekly newsletter with like reminders for classes and things that I have going on. So if you don't want to miss anything, please sign up for that. I have had a couple of you reach out and say that you missed my last product share announcement. Those have been mailed out for the annual catalog and the May online exclusive. So if you missed that, I apologize. There was a little issue with me transferring to a new email service that I use. So, but it should be fixed now, and you should receive the next round of product share announcements, which should be sometime towards the end of the summer before the mini catalog comes out in September. Can you believe it? We're going to have another mini catalog in September, beginning of September. So yeah, make sure you sign up for my email list and you'll get all that information. What else? I think that's about it. So yeah, we're just kind of enjoying summer. I think this week we're going to go to SeaWorld and kind of do some fun stuff. So we're really excited about it. My son, I just woke him up about 10 minutes before I got on here and told him to get his butt out of bed. And he's like, Mom, I just want to sleep in. He can sleep in, but it's almost 11 o'clock down here. It's crazy. So, all right. So let me turn the camera around. I'm going to go over a couple of announcements, and then I'm going to show you a fun card that we made at my recent Stamp Camp classes last month. I have some little tips and tricks to share with you guys. All right, so I did announce I am doing a shopping special. If you want to shop with me, today is the last day to take advantage of this offer. So my Memorial Day shopping special is a great way to get some Happy Mail. And if you've never had Happy Mail before, it's really like getting a gift in the mail. So for every $50 you spend, you'll get 24 sheets of retired DSP cut down to 6x6. I have some embellishments to send out. So, excuse me, you'll get a surprise embellishment and 4 handmade cards. And then in May, I have my Cheers and Sips video tutorial that anybody that spends $50 with me gets for free. So May 31st is the last day to shop with me and get that tutorial for free. Now, if you just want to purchase the tutorial, you can purchase it anytime in my PDF store at stampcampwithjen.com. There's also a link in the description of this video if you'd like to just purchase that straight out. But the last day to earn it for free is May 31st. And then on June 1st, I will have a new tutorial bundle that you can earn for free when you shop with me, okay? So today's the last day for this. And then tomorrow I will be packaging up those Happy Mail shipments and emailing out the video tutorials for those that earned it. I just announced this over the weekend, my Impressions Abloom Stamp Camp to Go. You're going to make 4 beautiful cards. Let me show you real quick. There's one, and there's another one, and this card, and then we have a fun fold card here. So those are the cards you're going to be making in the class. You get enough supplies to make 2 of each of these cards. You will need the bundle and some inks, but you'll get the supplies to make the cards. You'll get the pack of these foiled frames ephemera pack, and you'll get a full pack of the strawberry slush and pretty and pink gems. So if you want to register, you have until June 1st to register. Oh, and you get half a pack of the Impressions Ablooms paper cut down to 6x6. But you have until June 1st to register, and you will need the bundle, so you can add that bundle on, or any of the inks if you need them. The link, again, is in the description. If you're watching from YouTube, it's in the YouTube description. You can sign up for that, okay? Or you can become a monthly subscriber and save 10% off of the purchase. If you become a subscriber, your card on file will be charged on the 2nd of the month. And after 6 consecutive months of becoming a subscriber, you get a $25 Stampin Rewards. So it's a really great deal to become a monthly subscriber, and then you don't miss a kit. And if it's a lot like Paper Pumpkin, if for some reason there's a month that you don't want to participate in, you can go into your account and pause it, or you can email me and ask me to pause it for you so that you can skip that month's kit. It's completely up to you. But I always send out, you always see a preview of what the next month's kit is before you're charged. So you'll kind of get a heads up. Okay. And then for those of you that may have been thinking about becoming a demonstrator, I'm always looking for crafty friends to join my team. And now through May 31st, you can get the starter kit for only $99 and you'll pick $165 in product. This is a great deal. This is one of the biggest starter kit offers they've had. So you're getting $66 in free product. And then the starter kit is really a no obligation deal. It's something where if you decide to join and then maybe after a few months you decide, oh, I don't know if it's for me, you can totally drop and then you get to keep all of that discounted product that you just got. So it's really a great time to join and kind of give it a try. We do lots of things. On my team, we do team card swaps. We meet virtually every month on Zoom and in person if you're local and you can join us in person. But we do meet on Zoom for those that aren't able to join me at my house in Florida, so that you can still feel like you're part of the team. We do challenges, lots of fun things. So if you'd like to talk more about it before signing up, please reach out to me at jen@stampcampwithjen.com. I'd love to talk to you more about it. Or if you're ready to join, just I believe I have the link in the description below this video as well, and you can click on that and join today. I'd love to have you on the team. All right, and then I have a craft retreat coming up here in a few weeks is the deadline to register, June 8th, but the retreat itself is the 11th through the 13th at a place called Luther Springs in Hawthorne, Florida. It's a little south of Gainesville, Florida. I also have a one-day option on Saturday the 12th if you can't do the whole weekend. And if you can't join us in person and want to purchase the retreat in a box, I do have a to-go option as well. The link for that is in the description below this video, so you can click and get all the details. The last day to register and pay is June 8th. So when you click on the registration, it'll come up with a big page with all the details. And then if you scroll all the way to the bottom, there's a button that says register. You click on that, you choose what you want for your retreat in a box, and then after you submit it, you'll submit your payment separately, either by cash, check, or PayPal. And I have all the information for that on that registration page as well. If you're going to send me cash or a check, please let me know so I know to look for that in the mail. But PayPal, honestly, is the quickest and easiest way to do it. It's safe and secure. You don't have to have a PayPal account to do it. And after you register, I send you a confirmation email with all that information, the exact link you need to use for PayPal, because you will need to select friends and family so that I don't incur any extra fees. It really kills my gifting ability for the retreat, okay? So if you're interested, like I said, the link is in the description below this video. You can check it out, and then the last day to sign up is June 8th, okay? And I would love it if you would join our retreat Facebook page. I have a page where I try to put a little updates about the retreats as well in there. So you just go to Sunkissed Stampin' Retreats with Jen on Facebook and request to join it. And I put little updates. And when we have the retreats, I'll put pictures and stuff in there as well, okay? All right. And then Stampin' Blends labels. I do have these available for purchase. They are $5, but it is a one-time purchase. So once you purchase this file, whenever I make future labels, I will email them to you directly. You don't have to worry about purchasing anything else. When you purchase it, you will be able to access the PDF file. You just print this out on 8.5 by 11-inch cardstock. You cut along these little dotted lines, and then you take a little 3/8 circle punch out the circles, and add a glue dot and put it on the end of your blends. So I did spend hours putting this together and almost going cross-eyed, so that's why I do charge for this. But I would appreciate your business. And like I said, you will get future labels for free emailed right to you. It does include all of the current colors, the natural tones, the retiring 23 to 25 in colors, as well as the current 24 to 26 and 25 to 27 in colors are all on this sheet, okay? All right, and then last but not least, as another reminder, The Cheers and Sips tutorial, like I mentioned, now through the 31st, you can earn this for free with a $50 purchase in $50 spent in my online Stampin' Up store, or you can purchase this anytime, even after May is over. That you'll be able to purchase this in my PDF tutorial or in my PDF store. This is a video tutorial. You'll get videos and as well as measurements and supply lists for all 7 of these cards. The card that I made is this one right here. It's so cute. It's called a trifold twist, and you'll get the video tutorial for this and 6 other cards. So I would love to earn your business. You can, like I said, purchase the tutorial directly or take advantage of that Memorial Day shopping special that I have and earn this for free, okay? All right. And then June 1st, we will have a new tutorial bundle. I paired up with 6 other demonstrators, and we are coming up with fresh new tutorials each month. So it's been lots of fun. All right. So today's card is using that Cheers and Sips bundle. This is a card I made at my last month's Stamp Camp classes, and it was really, really fun. I love how bright and cheery it is. It makes you want to hop in the pool and lay on a little floaty and have a drink in your hand, doesn't it? All right, so let me show you how to put this together. I have a couple little tips to share. Oh, Karen, thanks so much for liking and sharing my video. I appreciate it. If you guys wouldn't mind doing that, it helps kind of get my visibility out there on YouTube and get me in front of other crafty people just like you. All right, so we have our Pretty in Pink card base, 5.5 by 8.5, and I always score it in the middle just to make it easier to fold and crease. Okay. And then we have, and the measurements for this are, and the PDF are in the description of this video as well. So we're gonna save our paper a little bit. This is a great way to use scraps. So I have a 1/2 inch by 5.5 inch piece that we're gonna put on here, and then a 1 inch by 5.5 inch piece. And we're gonna put that right on the cardstock. And then we're gonna layer this piece over the top. This is 3 by 5.5. And you'll notice it'll go over it just a smidge. It doesn't butt up against each other. This actually layers over those two. So that's why we put those pieces down first. So I'm gonna grab my Stampin' Sale Plus. Have you guys had a chance to use this Cheers and Sips bundle and the suite? I love this whole suite. Everything is just so pretty and sparkly. It's very girly. Girly and perfect for summer. So we're just gonna line that up right along the edges. And you can see the back side of this is all those little drinks. So you could even do it that side. I think I had some people in class have it so the drinks were face side up, but you do it however you want. That's the great thing about these projects. Everybody makes it their own. I love seeing when people come to my classes, seeing, you know, how they interpret the card and how they make it how they want to. All right, and then we're gonna layer this over the top. And those polka dots, this is strawberry slush, actually. You haven't ordered the bundle yet, but the more you see it, the more you like the bright colors. I'm telling you, Regina, it is perfect for summer. This is a great suite to have for summer projects. Okay, so there's the base. Now we're going to make our little cup here, and I'm going to show you some little tips for this. So in the paper, there is a sheet here. Let's see if I can get the full sheet out. I think I have one left here. There we go. Whoops. So we have this sheet, you'll notice, that has a bunch of little splotches. Now there's short ones and long ones. And what you can actually do with this is take your little die set here. I'm going to show you. So you have like a large glass and a short glass. So these little blocks are perfect to make little juices and little drinks. You just kind of leave a little bit of that white space towards the top, and that is how you can make your little drinks with this. Oh, Evelyn, welcome from Germany. A little late doing an English lesson with your student. Oh, are you a teacher, Evelyn? Where do you teach? Do you teach high school, middle school? All right, so that is a great way to use these little blocks, and you can make little juices out of them. So what we're gonna do is I've cut them into strips already. So I just kind of cut them along. And when I cut the strips, I kind of stayed close to the bottom of that glass because we want that extra white space at the top. So I'm actually going to grab one of these because I want to keep it that reddish color, but you can do it whatever color. All these colors match with this paper, so it really doesn't matter which one you want. But I'm going to stick with this red one here, and I can actually cut the square off and stamp on it. So let me get, I don't have any scissors right here. Hold on. Evelyn says she teaches high school English and French. Oh, awesome, Evelyn. When do you guys get out of school for the summer? Do you have a summer break in Germany, or do you kind of go throughout the summer? All right. I'm going to cut this piece off. As you can see, I had a little piece from class left over there. Okay, so for this piece, we're going to grab our, I already have the glass, the shorter glass on here, and we're going to stamp it in Tuxedo Black Memento ink. And I believe this is back in stock if you've been waiting for this. I know this was out of stock for a long time, so if you've been waiting to get it, you can get this as well. And also Stampin' Up! Has that notify me button where you can get notified about out of stock items when they come back in stock. So don't forget to take advantage of that. All right, so we're gonna stamp. So there's a little bit of white space at the top there. Gonna stamp it just like that. So that's what you wanna do. And now it looks like the juice is just at the top there with the glass with a little bit of the white space. All right. And then while I have my ink out, I'm gonna stamp everything else so we can just die cut it all at one time here. So we need some scraps, a little scrap piece of paper here. Okay, so we're gonna stamp a little strawberry. We need our umbrella and our little umbrella straw. So the umbrella straw is actually, this little like olive pick is what we're using. And then we've got the umbrella and the strawberry. Now, there is like a little raspberry, boysenberry here. You can also use that, or a cherry. You can do all kinds of stuff. But I really, really like this set and how it has all the little options in here. It's really cool. Okay, so we're going to do a strawberry. I like the strawberry because I did that little pinkish color there. So strawberry and the little olive pick off to the side here. And our umbrella, what did I do with that? Oh, here it is. And the umbrella. And then we'll just die cut all these right at the same time using our dies. Now, this olive pick can be a little tricky, but all you do, as long as you line up the little squiggle at the top there, it should be fine. We'll put some of our Post-it note tape on here. All right, and then the umbrella. Evelyn says her summer holidays start on July 14th, but it's a little different in other places. I see. Well, that's kind of similar to here because down here in the South, we're pretty much done with school, but up north in the United States, they don't really get out of school until the middle of June for a lot of places. And we're actually Ethan and I are flying up to Maryland at the end of July to visit my sisters, and my mom's going to meet us up there. We're gonna have like a week and spend with my sisters and my nephew and my mom, and then when we get back, we'll have about a week, and then Ethan starts school because they start school down here August 7th. It's so early. I don't even think, because I grew up in Georgia, I don't even think I started school that early. It was always like middle to end of August when we started school. So, hi, Jean. Thanks so much for joining us. You didn't really miss much. I just went over a couple of reminders, and now we're making a fun card using the celebratory sips suite, and I'm just using some post-it note tape to hold my dies in place, and then we're gonna run all this through the die cutting machine real quick. But yeah, I can't believe they're starting school here August 7th. Ethan's so bummed because it's so early. He's always like, why is it so early? He's never ready for summer to be over. But he's excited because he wants to try out for the football team this year. And he's going to be on bowling. And I'm sure he's going to be in honors classes because he did really well on his tests this year. And then I think he ended the year with straight A's, which was fantastic, especially considering he took geometry and really struggled with that most of the year. He had a B most of the year, but I think at the end he came out with an A. So he had straight A's by the end of the school year. He does really good. Uh-oh. I think my umbrella came out funny. I might have to do that one again. But there's our little pick. The umbrella shift. Oh, it's not too bad. That's fine. And then our cup. Ta-da! And it looks like a little juice glass. How cool is that? Yeah, so we were really proud. And he was actually showing me and my husband yesterday. He had a bunch of awards that he got at the end of the year for he got a presidential academic award, which I didn't even know was a thing. What else did he get? He got a couple of Bright Star awards from his teachers. I got a lot of good feedback from his teachers. They all said they loved having him. He was such a good student, and he's a good kid. All right, so we're gonna do a little bit of coloring real quick. So I've got real red and Granny Apple Green. So the Granny Apple Green we're just gonna use to to color the leaves on the strawberries. Let me zoom in a little bit here. So I'm just gonna use my bullet tip and just color that. This is the light Granny Apple Green. And we'll just color those leaves real fast. And then if you want to do a little bit of shading, which I like to do, we're going to take the dark real red and take that bullet tip here. And I'm just going to kind of outline along the umbrella panels just a little bit. I am very proud of Ethan. We're always proud of him. He does such a good job. He tries so hard, and he's such a good boy. I just can't believe he's going to be in high school already. I thought for sure I might cry at the end of the year, but I didn't. I think that's probably going to happen when he starts school next year. I'm probably going to cry when he starts high school. All right, and then for the strawberry, to do a little shading, we're just going to go around one side with the dark and kind of the top section and the bottom section on the left side with the dark real red. And then we're going to come in with the light real red and color over that dark to kind of blend it and pick up that color. And then we'll color the rest of that strawberry. And it really does look like a red strawberry color here. Just like that. And then the red for the umbrella, same thing. So when you color over the darker color, it blends the two together. It picks up that color from the alcohol marker, and it blends it all together and kind of gives you that shaded look, which I really like. Yeah, so we're trying to plan summertime activities now. Like I said, we're going to SeaWorld Thursday. I think we're going to try to go to the beach finally. We've been here for almost 6 years and still haven't gone to the beach yet. My son's always asking us to go. I think I have a plan finally to go to the beach. And then we've got lots of other things planned. He wants to go bowling and do all kinds of fun stuff. All right, so there's that little bit of coloring. All right, now we're gonna grab our little white piece here and I'm gonna stamp cheers on the bottom. Yeah, August 7th is really early, Evelyn. The hole and the olive pick die are to help you line up the stamped image. As long as you can see the image in the holes of this stick, it should be good. Oh, good tip, Jean, thank you. All right, so we're gonna stamp the cheers at the bottom there. So pretty. And then we're gonna put this all down flat. So I like to kind of lay it out before I glue anything down just to make sure that I have everything about where I want it to be. This is gonna go here. The umbrella is gonna go here. You can really put this part at the top or the bottom. It doesn't matter because it's gonna get covered up. It makes it a little bit easier for everything to stick on if you have the bigger part at the top. And then we're gonna put our strawberry kind of like that. So we'll go ahead and glue everything down. So I'm going to actually take a little bit of liquid, or actually, I'll just take some Stampin' Seal Plus. I'm so impatient and liquid glue is so messy. I don't like to mess with it. I like to avoid it at all costs. So I'm just gonna put that. Are you guys still there? Okay, there we go. Oh my goodness. That was weird. Okay, hopefully, can you guys still see this video? It stopped on me for a second, but now it looks like it's recording again. No, it's not you, Lori, it's me. Can you see it though? It looks like it's recording on my phone. I just can't get it to show up on my tablet now. It was spinning. No, it's recording now. Okay. Oh, that was weird. Okay. I don't know why, because my internet was fine, but that was really strange. Okay, guys. Just seeing if we're all paying attention, I guess. All right, so now we're gonna put this on a little layer of old olive. Yep, it wasn't you, it was me. That's really weird. I've never had that happen before. Huh. So you have a teeny tiny border of old olive. Good, perfect. Thanks, Jan. Thanks, guys, for letting me know. It's all good. Okay. So yeah, so we have this on here, and then we're just going to take some dimensionals and pop this up on the front. Now, I'm putting this over to the side a little bit because we are going to put that ribbon. I'm going to show you a little trick for this ribbon because I know not everybody loves doing this part. It's kind of a pain, but I have a little trick for that. You're still getting pauses, Lori? It looks like it's back now. It should be, hopefully. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop this up, and then I'll show you the ribbon trick. Hopefully it'll, try refreshing your browser, Lori. Maybe that'll fix it. I had to refresh my tablet a couple times because I have my tablet off to the side so I can see you guys, see what you're saying. And I had to refresh it a few times and then it worked. So see if that happens. See if that helps. Or maybe you just need to close the browser and open it again. I don't know why that did that. That's so weird. Oh well, the internet's not so great down here in Florida sometimes, so I'm sure it's me. All right, so we're gonna put this in the center from top to bottom and kind of go off to the side a little bit, probably about 1/2 inch or so from the right edge. I'm gonna put that down. And then for our beautiful ribbon, I love this stuff so much. This gold striped ribbon, it's part of that suite. It's about, I think, 1/2 inch wide, 3/8 of an inch, something like it's half an inch wide, it looks like. So we are gonna take some ribbon. I'm just gonna cut about 2 feet or so. Hopefully that's enough. I usually keep it on the spool. But this time I am going to cut it off and we're going to put this under the card base here. Now I'm gonna need some glue dots to show you my trick. So here's my little tip. You refreshed it and it's good, good. Awesome, Lori, thanks. Thanks for letting me know. All right. So my little tip here, I know you feel like an octopus when you're tying ribbon because you have to have like at least 3 or 4 hands. So we are going to kind of figure out exactly where we want our ribbon to cross over to make our little bow. And wherever that is, we're going to put a little glue dot right under here, and that will keep our ribbon taut. And it's almost as if you're taking somebody's finger and pushing down on it. Here, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. So we're going to put our glue dot probably right about here. So I'm just going to take one off of my sheet here. I'm going to stick it right here where I want that ribbon to cross and stay in place. So you can see, you see that glue dot right there, right there. So now we'll take that ribbon and we'll cross it over, and then where it crosses, just push, and now it's going to stay in place. And now you can take your ribbon and make a loop, tie it around, and get your bow for your card, just like that. Making a bow is sometimes like putting together IKEA products. That's true. Oh, putting together IKEA stuff is not the easiest, Evelyn, I agree. So then you just kind of mess with your bow, figure out how big you want the loops to be. But that is my little tip, is to use that glue dot and press down, and it makes so much easier to tie a bow. So I started doing that. I just figured that out not too long ago, and I do it all the time now. So then we're going to cut our little tails just like that. So yeah, about 2 feet is good because I only had a little bit left over. So about 2 feet of ribbon if you're going to tie it around like that. Okay, now for the inside, I have another fun little trick for you. But actually, let's put our gems on first. So I have, these are also part of the suite, the celebratory sip suite, the holographic resin dots. They look like little bubbles. I'm sure that's why they added this to the suite, because it looks like it could be little bubbles out of a drink. All right, so we're gonna take a large dot, put it right here under the strawberry, take a small one and take it off and put it where that flower DSP is, and then we're going to take another small one and put it to the bottom right there. It's funny because my friend Lori, she was teasing me when we were making this card. She's like, you only have 2 dots. You always say to put 3. And I said, well, that little third one's hidden on the paper there, Lori. And she's like, oh, she always gives me a hard time. It's so funny. All right, now for the inside, you notice we put the Let's Celebrate. I added another little layer. Now this little piece was something cool that I wanted to share with you. So if you look at the paper here with these cups, there is a bunch of little like pieces that kind of stick off to the side. Well, you can take those pieces and fussy cut them and put them like on the bottom or the side edges and kind of give a little extra decoration to your card. So don't throw away those little pieces. I sat there at the hair salon one day and just fussy cut a bunch of pieces to use for our classes. And that way you can use all the little pieces. I thought I had some left over. Maybe not. Maybe I need to cut one real quick. So we will cut this little guy here. I'll try to be quick about it. But yeah, we're just gonna, you just fussy cut it as much or as little as you want. And then these little pieces make great little accents for the insides of your cards, just to give it a little extra something, something. So I'm gonna cut this pretty quickly because I know you don't wanna sit around and watch me fussy cut. I'm sure many of you know how to fussy cut quite well, or hate fussy cutting. I know a lot of people who hate it. I don't mind it depending on how fussy it is. If it's too fussy, then no, I'm not really for it. I'm not really trying to fussy cut something that's super intricate, but you could even leave that because that's going to be on there. But sometimes I like to go in between the little branches and cut out little pieces. Get some extra. There we go. That's good. Okay, so on the top, we're going to stamp "Let's Celebrate." In very tiny words here. It says "Let's Celebrate" in tuxedo black. Oh, thank you so much, Brianna. I'm so glad you like my card. Did I make those dots? No, I got those. They're through Stampin' Up. They are the holographic resin dots that you can purchase from stampinup.com, but they do look like little bubbles. I love those. All right, and then we're gonna stamp the "Let's Celebrate" in tuxedo black towards the top here, just like that. And then we're gonna glue our little drink here, and because we cut it off of that corner, we can put it in that bottom corner of our card liner there. So we'll put a little bit there, just a little bit of glue. We'll just glue that flat right here. Glue is kind of nice because it does give you a chance to wiggle it in place and make sure it's where you want it to be. But I love that it kind of looks like it's kind of peeking through that bottom corner in there. It's so cute. It's a nice little accent. And then we will layer this on top of our old olive. And then this will go on the inside and we will be done after that. Does anybody have any fun Memorial Day plans today? Are you doing a cookout, getting together with a friend for a drink or lunch? I'd love to know what you guys are doing. So just a little border on the inside like that. And we are done. How cute is that? Give me a little thumbs up or a heart if you enjoyed this card, and let me know in the comments below, especially if you are watching the replay. I want to hear from you. I want to hear what you guys think. So let me turn this around. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I will be back again next week with a fun project. Don't forget to sign up for my email list if you haven't yet, and take advantage of my Memorial Day shopping special. You can find all the details on my Facebook page, and I believe I might have something in the description about it. If not, it will be on Stamp Camp with Jen in the blog post later today. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm so glad you enjoyed today's card. Have a great week, and I will see you again next Monday, okay? Be safe and happy stamping. Bye-bye.